I'm with the Global Sumud Flotilla, which just landed back in New York City after being illegally held hostage by the Israeli government for 5 days. My feelings are on what just happened is it is an example of how the Israeli government, just a small example of how the Israeli government treats people in Palestine, with Palestinians being treated much worse. And it's just a small example of how we treat people in this country in ICE detention. These illegal hostage situations need to end, and people deserve human rights. We deserve to have lawyers, to have fresh water, to have food, to have a roof over our head. These are very basic things that everyone deserves. Every human being on this earth deserves these very basic rights. So the Sumud Flotilla was over 50 ships starting, with people from over 45 different nations, which took us over a month of sailing on the high seas, with boats filled with aid. We had baby formula, we had crackers, we had instant noodle soup, and these things were deemed so dangerous that they kidnapped us from the international waters and threw us into prison because we dared want to feed children. We dared to want to feed families, and we were completely peaceful on sailboats with no weapons, and they said, "Oh, you are so dangerous," because we carry humanity with us and we carry love for people.
I participated in the flotilla both to cover it and to partake in the action, to end the blockade and the siege on Gaza. From my perspective, at least, it was we have journalists in Gaza, we have reporters there, and I'm an editor for Dropside News. So for me, at least, it was a matter of standing in solidarity with those journalists who either died or are still there, or are struggling to leave, to be evacuated, or to stay. I mean, it was exceptional. I've never done anything like it before. To have so many different people from different walks of life, different vocations, different professions come together and organize a very large fleet of ships to go from Barcelona to Tunis to the coast of Crete to Gaza. Somehow we made it all work. It is kind of miraculous in some respects. I'll speak for myself. They did not treat people well. I was beaten, blindfolded. I was temporarily put in isolating confinement on a bus traveling to Kitzbühel. When we were at Kitzbühel, we were denied medical care. We were denied prescribed medications. We weren't allowed to leave the cell basically at all. We weren't allowed to walk around. We were kept up all hours of the night. Depends on how you look at it. Forms of psychological torture. They played a loop of October 7th footage the whole time we were there. On loop in the cell block. It's just free Palestine. There's still much work to do, and if the people in Gaza are to be free, it requires the efforts of all the people of the world, not just the governments of the world.
I just want to say to the people out there that this is just another chapter, and that the fight for Gaza still exists. The ripple effect was beautiful, I heard, and I want to just tell people, keep strong and keep going, and there's more to be done. So thank you for all the support up until now, and let's continue.